Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam UiTM di hatiku and greetings to our lecturer Dr. Hasnizawati binti Hashim and to viewers who currently watching this video presentation now. How are you? On today's topic, I have invited a few students of UiTM route to discuss with me further about an issue based on an article from the Malaysian news agency The Star, which is about tough times for fresh graduates. To understand this topic further, the members of Group 2 will be going to share with you some interesting opinions and ideas. But before we proceed, let us introduce ourselves first.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq Akram bin Ahmad Sabri.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Abdurrahman Osman.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Naisi Yanti Ramli.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Ifan bin Rosli.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Amir Saufi bin Muhammad Faisal.
The effects of the COVID-19 crisis will make it more difficult for recent graduates to find work in the coming years. In today's difficult job market, they must compete with those who have graduated as well as those looking for work. I believe the part that hurts the most is that new graduates are no longer receiving rejection letters. It is as if the resumes they send out are no better than a message sent into space in a bottle. As a result, graduates must be prepared to keep up significantly with their skill set as a consequence of the circumstances. Due to the intense competition, it was critical for a graduate to have realistic solutions, which was especially important during the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, the unemployment rate for new graduates is expected to be over 25%. So here are some of the questions that Group 2 have discussed and answered. Let's start.
Thank you, Isi. Okay, now we go for what can students do to improve their chance of finding employment after graduate. First of all, students must actively go find some work experience. For example, obtaining an internship is one of the most practical methods for recent graduates to gain hands-on experience in the industry in which they wish to work. Instead of classroom, valuable experience is obtained through internship. Internship offers graduates with a safe environment in which to apply their classroom knowledge in the real world. On top of that, internship provide graduates with real-world information and applicable skills, assisting graduates in transitioning from student to work professional. In addition, students should also take into consideration of appropriate short-term employment possibilities and internship which might be linked with their long-term objective. During semester break and length holiday, such chance abound. Graduates will be able to distinguish themselves from their graduating peers in this manner. Next, students can care for and expand their knowledge in the field of IT skill. It is because according to JobStreet Job Outlook 2019, business people are seeking for professionals with IT skill. Malaysia has changed to a digital economy during the last couple of years. Malaysia is seen as the potential market for international investors. Tech sector has sufficient opportunity to grow and become one of the mainstay of Malaysia economy. Aside from overseas investment, numerous firms as important technology enterprise such as Shopee, Lazada, Grab, and Foodpanda have strengthened their position. And also, they are present having a beneficial effect on the digital economy, and now, businesses are focusing on IR, Industry Revolution 4.0. The third point is students can try to work more on developing their soft skills. The skills such as teamwork, communication, and behavior are seen as a necessity. This knowledge may assist company assess whether a candidate fits well and adapt to the culture of an organization. A great attitude makes working with new employees easier for existing employees. This would allow the dynamic team to flow smoothly without impacting the productivity of the team. Thank you. Isi will explain more about what can students do to improve their chance of finding employment after graduate.
Thank you, Akram. Now I'll continue to present on the next point. This should be a time for fresh graduates to celebrate, make memories, and explore for their first real-world job. The coronavirus pandemic, on the other hand, changed everything. Essentially, in addition to soft skills, students should also develop and improve their hard skills. Hard skills are associated with practical abilities and capabilities, whereas soft skills are associated with behaviors and personalities. Employees can perform their jobs more efficiently and effectively if they learn the necessary hard skills. Employers will also benefit from greater productivity and employee satisfaction by recruiting employees with hard skills. It has been acknowledged that hard skills are required on a professional resume. Hard skills include proficiency in foreign language, computer programming, typing speed, and a degree or certificate. These hard skills are frequently stated in cover letters and resumes, making them easier for recruiters to evaluate.
Okay, thank you, Akram. Okay, as we all know, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the unemployment rate in Malaysia is rising with the expectation that 2 million people will lose their job if no further action is taken. The question is, why fresh graduate hard to get a job? There are some reasons which may support this question, and as theoretically, individuals are employed due to 3 reasons, namely individual factors, labour market factors, and organizational factors. First thing first, individual factors depend on their educational background, attitude, and skills. Individuals that receive higher education and have higher skills are likely to easily get employed. However, having those characteristics will not guarantee placement in the job market. It further depends on the labour market factors, which rely on the demand and supply, job location, as well as competition. For instance, even if the fresh graduate is fit for a particular job due to his skills, educational background, and attitude, he might not get employed if the job is located far away from his locality because of the movement control order set by the government. Furthermore, fresh graduates do not have experience and knowledge about the job scope in line with the future industrial needs. As the future is more towards the gig economy, more focus should be given to the professional works residing in the area. In fact, as we can see, there are many graduates had unrealistic salary expectations, even as they struggle with the basics of the interview process, adding that the disparity between the impression they make at the interview and their salary expectations were suggesting to ignore. Finally, organizational factors also play an essential role in acquiring certain jobs. It refers to the categories of jobs, technology, as well as organizational practice. In relation to the COVID-19 pandemic, the labour market is not performing well. Even though there is a huge supply of labour, the demand for labour is interrupted. Besides, the world is changing towards the use of technologies to replace repeated tasks. So that's all from me. Now I will pass the presentation to Amir, who will explain further on another reason why fresh graduates had to get a job.
Thank you, Rahman, for your wonderful explanation. Now back to our discussion about why is it hard to get a job as a fresh graduate. To be honest, the issue of unemployment among fresh graduates is a common problem in today's society. However, the recent increased cases of unemployment due to COVID-19 has highlighted the issue even more to the public eye. One of the common reasons why fresh graduate has a difficult time to get a job is the high of competition. As stated by Rahman earlier, competition is part of market labor factor. To elaborate it more, the rise of number of fresh graduates and applicants resulting more competition on limited number of jobs in the market. Discussing a surplus labor in employment market. The fresh graduate also need to compete with applicants who have more experience and knowledge about the market compared to them. The second reason is why is it hard to get a job as a fresh graduate is the lack of networking and connection. Networking and connection is important to fresh graduates because it can help them to get a job through referral. Referral can be anyone that has professional relationship with the fresh graduate, such as classmate, lecturer, and career counselor. Referral allow the employer to know more about the applicant work habit and unique skill from other people. Referral give advantage to the fresh graduate to appear more favorable in the eye of employer. The lack of government initiative on employment issue also contribute why is it hard to get a job as a fresh graduate. Government need a plan or policy that can be used to coping the employment issue in this country. The increase of employment among fresh graduates will also contribute to the increase of employment rate. Without a proper management, this issue will become a cycle problem that will affecting the country economy. That's all for me. Next, we move on to Irfan.
Thank you, Ame. Next is about what government and university can do to help a fresh graduate to increase their opportunity to get a job. To begin with, university can make a career fair in the university, like conduct a talk about the job opportunity to their student. This can increase their knowledge about the student pathway after they graduate and make them able to find a job that are related with their interests. Other than that, university can make a list about the job that are currently looking for a new employee, which are related with their studies. Furthermore, university can also do a collaboration with some company to secure the student a job. Other than that, university and government can pay a high contribution by make sure the fresh graduate get a job and not neglecting them by always checking the data of the fresh graduate student in this country. Besides, government can also play an important role by giving a free talk about the job opportunities and also introduce to some government program like a protege program and make a website for a job application which is update about the current job available, especially for a fresh graduate. Also, government can implement a new policy like every company must have at least 5% to 7% of a fresh graduate, and if the company have this fresh graduate in the company, they can get a tax exemption or rebate. This way, it can give a benefit to both parties, which is the company can reduce their tax and also the fresh graduate will have more chance to get a job in any industry.
If you keep trying, someone will recognize your abilities as valuable. Grit and determination take precedence over talent and experience. Remember that, and best of luck. With that ends our presentation. So I guess that's all from us. We personally want to thank our beloved lecturer, Dr. Hasnizawati binti Hashim, for teaching us throughout this semester during this global pandemic. Also, thank you so much Dr. Hasnizawati and viewers for spending your time to watch this video. I hope you have an amazing day. Assalamualaikum and stay safe.